So the TNPF currently only have two MPs, yourself and Savaraj Gajendran. Are you hoping to win more seats in the future? As in, obviously, but given that you've only got two MPs, do you feel like the TNPF are credible representatives of the Tamil people in the Northeast?
Well, I shouldn't be the one who should be saying this, but no, I mean, if you look at the statistics, we are the only party that is growing. Everybody else is in decline.
Mhm.
And I believe that after we got elected in 2020, we have managed to literally change Tamil political culture. If you look at the parliamentary contributions before 2020, that is after 2009 and before 2020, in that period, and if you look at after 2020, I think there is a sea change in how Tamil politics is handled in parliament and outside.
Yeah.
That's the work of the TNPF, so I think we take great pride in that. We've also, I think, to a great extent, managed to establish our credibility both in the homeland as well as in the diaspora. I think whatever we say, we mean, and if you say, if you take a position on something, then we will not go back on it. And sometimes people don't like that, but that's how we work. You know, so for example, a good example is when President Vikram Singh invited us to come and take part in this all-party conference, and the conference was about reconciliation. We asked him, how is it going to be different from the previous ones?
Yeah.
At a time when he has no legitimacy within the country, at a time when he has to project. Obviously, the world is going to give money, means they want to give money to a government they think will carry the people with it.
Mhm.
So when in reality he is not able to carry the people, uh, going and sitting around the table is the only way in which he can demonstrate some sort of legitimacy. And our position was that we should use that as leverage to force him to make certain commitments. And if we are going to give that legitimacy and sit at the table, then we must be able to tell our people that, look, we've got these commitments at the very least.
Mhm.
So we asked him to come out openly and tell the Sinhalese people that, look, we are scraping the barrel economically, we are broke, we are spending almost annually, the annual budget, 20%, 19% goes on defense related matters. We can't do this, it's not sustainable. Education and health together doesn't even come up to 9%,
Mhm.
right? There's something wrong. So make the economic case and tell them that the only way we can reduce on defense is if we come to peace with the Tamils. And for that, we need to find a solution. And the solution can only happen by moving beyond a unitary state. You have to consider a federal state. So be truthful and we'll come round the table. That's all we asked. He refused to do that. On the contrary, he's talking about the 13th Amendment, which is within the unitary constitution, which was rejected by the Tamils way back. So then why are you sitting around the table? For whose advantage are you doing that? Certainly not for the Tamils. So I think, at that time, the print media back in the homeland, certainly the English media, the Tamil media as well, came uh, quite hard on us, saying that this is not the way to do politics. But today, it's the complete opposite. I think there is not a single Tamil who will say that these all party conferences are utter waste of time. And if at all, it is just giving a false legitimacy to President Vikram Singh.
Mm.
So much so that the other parties who have been taking part in these conferences are finding it very, very difficult to justify doing so and continuing to do so. So we take pride in the fact that we have been honest. I mean, a lot of people might not agree with us at that time, uh, but then eventually do agree when things, through with hindsight, become quite clear that what we had said at the beginning was in fact true.
Mhm.
You know, so I think that's the sort of political culture that we believe we can contribute, and I think that is having a significant impact.
Yeah.
So the expectation is, obviously, I mean, we will grow for as long as we are sincere to our political aspirations. There is no way that we will stop growing.
Mhm.
So we will grow, because the oppression will carry on unless someone sort of managed to, convince the single nation of a alternate path. So far, that's not happening. So then the oppression will carry on, which means that the sort of Tamil political aspirations that we espouse is the only path that will give us some sort of security.
Mhm.
So so we will grow. As to how much, I don't want to predict.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. You're saying that the party's already seen a rise, like growth. Are you seeing a growth in the number of female party members, as well as, I don't know if you have a youth, I don't know how it works, but do you have like young party members as well? Because we don't really see Tamil women in politics back home. Are you in like the TNPF doing anything to actively engage with Tamil women and get them into the party, get them involved in politics? Because I haven't seen a Tamil female MP. But yeah, just
Well, I mean, as far as the party is concerned, if you look at the sort of lists that we have been fielding, I think we have consistently fielded at least 30% of our candidates
mm,
uh, as women. Um, if you look at the percentages of others, that is, you will find that almost 50%, or in fact more, is youth. So as a party, the youth, it's like a magnet,
okay.
right? It's the youth that actually are our rank and file. We are, percentage wise, I can count in my two hands, um, you know members who are above, say, 50.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so a vast majority are youth. So youth is not a problem at all. And when we look at youth, obviously there is a sort of the numbers are larger when it comes to males, but there are significant number of women who are also members. So what we are hoping, I mean, our party has a policy, unfortunately, that target has not been met, which is that we wanted to, within 10 years of our founding, sorry, within 10 years of 2018, right? So 2028, um, our target was to have as close as possible to 50%. So it could be go this way, that way, but 50% of women at all levels of our party structure. But we said that we will start by mm, ensuring 30%. right? So those numbers, I mean, 30% we've more or less secured. Um, but the sort of challenge is when it comes to fielding candidates, particularly at the local government level, because the official law is that you have to have 25%, right? So at a local government level, 25% is a lot,
Mm.
So to get the numbers, especially for us, because in the news we come across as protesting, then getting assaulted by the
Arrested.
police, getting arrested, all of that. It is becoming a bit of a challenge, but we are quite confident we'll keep those numbers. 25-30% we'll keep, but the ideal of bringing a genuine balance in the representation is, I think, we have to work much more.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much. That is all